I was involved in music, in the singing, and I was also involved in volleyball in my college.
Okay. So what are you doing nowadays?
So right now I am preparing for the exam only.
You're unemployed.
Yes, sir.
After having such a good training, having such a good exposure in different parts of the world, why you have chosen to remain unemployed?
Sir, so when I graduated, I worked for 1 year with ICICI Bank Mumbai. But after that, I felt I needed more time to devote to studies, because there is a rigorous process that one has to go through.
What's the use of being a scientific training, biochemical, biotechnology? India, this is why India is lagging behind in technological progress.
Sir, here I would like to say, I decided to appear for civil services towards the end of my graduation. So going to ICICI Bank was more of a financial necessity for me, because I did not want to prepare. So I wanted to have financial independence while I wanted to also prepare for the.
So are you confident that as administrator you can contribute to nation building better than being a biotech scientist and engineer?
Sir, I think I'll be contributing in a much more constructive way. I think this is because of two reasons. One, I find my passion and my inner calling in this direction more. And this is because throughout IIT, I have explored that I have always felt that there are two worlds. One which is wealthy, which is rich, and which is prosperous, and which is even aspiring for higher goals. But there is another strata of the society where even the basic necessities of life are missing. And this experience, it got manifested at various levels, especially when I got to explore the outside the country also. So I found that much more needs to be done in this side. I do not deny the fact that research is also important, but I found for myself, I found a greater role in this side.
Okay, you belong to Mewat, and Mewat is facing all three social problems. One is called casteism, second is regionalism, and third is communalism, right? Look, you are a student of biochemical. Out of three, which one is what simple compound, which one is complex compound, and which is composite complex compound? Because without knowing chemistry, you couldn't understand the problem. So casteism, regionalism, and communalism, which one is simple compound?
So can I take a minute?
Yes, of course.
So I'm not able to.
Okay, look, against caste system in India since the medieval period, look, evolution of Islam took place in India, Sikhism evolved, but in spite of that, within Muslim in India and Sikh, there are caste system.
Right, sir.
What are the causes behind this? Because in this religion, there is no place of caste. But in practice, there is a much stronger caste feeling among Muslims and Sikh within India. Why?
Sir, with respect to Islam as a religion, I believe many of the Islamic practitioners, they are the converts of Hinduism or some other religion.
Okay, thank you. So you did work in Quebec, Montreal,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Why in Quebec there is a feeling of alienation in comparison to rest of the part of Canada? Because a referendum has already taken place in Quebec.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay, you also did work in Taiwan. What is the old name of Taiwan?
Sorry, sir, I'll read about it.
So you are a student of chemistry, biochemistry. In Switzerland, you did work. There is experiment going on that is called Large Hadron Collider. Why proton is selected for what? Getting God particles.
Sir, I'll read about it.
Have your seat. So, how was it?
This is not that good.
Still, how would you rate your performance on a scale of 1 to 10?
5.
Okay. So, what are the weak areas you could identify where you think that you need to work?
Sir, content-wise, I have a lot to prepare. But I feel the most important issue with me is that I feel stressed. And that is why even if I know the answer, I am not able to speak up that well. So, and I think that pressure keeps building if I'm not able to answer. That happened.
It happens, or it has happened only today?
Sir, a certain level of calm is not always there with me. So I feel if I can muster up that thing, I'll be doing much better.
Yeah, that is what we expect. That means, because given your detailed background, you could have answered many of the questions very comfortably if you are not stressed. But you took this interview as a battle, and you found yourself to be cornered in the battleground. And sometimes you're coming back in vengeance. That could be perceived from this side. Enjoy the interview. Forget that this is a test of your talent or skill or etc. See, they are so experienced persons in Indian administration. You have got the opportunity to interact with them. Just think this way, that you have many things to learn in your life. You are still very young candidate, only I think 24, 25 years. And you have still gathered vast various types of experience you have gathered. Take this interview to be an experiencing opportunity to interact with the senior persons, to learn certain things. And the most important thing, that you have to enjoy it. That is the key to de-stressing the whole process. Otherwise, many questions were very comfortable. And some battlegrounds you opened yourself without any reason. This Taiwan battleground was not required to be opened. So one Canada battleground and Switzerland battleground in Taiwan. So you have to work a little bit, a couple of days on international issues, and particularly where you are related. Other things like volleyball team, both male,
Sir,
female.
I'm yet to read about the factual part of.
You should be ready with that.
Yes, sir.
And your home district, your town, your state, and whatever. That means most of the questions, I hope, will be from your DAF only, because you have given sufficient inducement to the board members on different parts, and you can easily anticipate the questions. I think if you sincerely sit together, I think 3-4 days it will take. But more importantly, because interview is not a knowledge test, it is personality test.
Right, sir.
Even if, let's say, any human being can miss any fact or any particular, even if you miss certain things, you can honestly and comfortably say that, sorry sir, at the moment I'm not able to recall. It happens.
So, for example, there was this question of prime ministerial government. So, until it was factual, I was okay. But when I couldn't answer that question,
what you did is called false start, that you started answering the question. Midway, you discovered that you were not ready with it. So, take your 5-10 seconds, think about the question, formulate a synopsis of answer in 2-3 points, and deliver it.
So, but is it okay to take time to speak?
Yeah, ask for, let me think over, if you could. Of course, if let's say there is anything to recollect certain things or to think over it, you can ask permission. If you believe that you can think in 2-3 seconds, within 5 seconds, no need to ask permission. If you are estimating that you may take more than 5 seconds, then ask permission.
Okay.
Again, certain things, ma'am would suggest you.
Would you be wearing the same dress for the actual interview? No?
No.
And especially your footwear, it's very visible.
Okay. I'll change it, ma'am.
You are not going to wear that, right?
I'm not going to wear this sari.
Okay, but reconsider the footwear also, because color-wise also and because of the heels, both are very, very visible from the side of the table, okay? So do not get the attention of panel members towards that.
Okay, ma'am.
Overall, your appearance is very pleasant, and wherever you have articulated your answers, you have answers well. I mean, those where you are confident. With some value addition, some corrections, you can make the whole interview very, very impressive. and we look forward to a very impressive performance by you.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.